Good. We're at
Bart Heights back here live at Carcana Coliseum. I thought I was just going to do a couple of games, folks, but I'm still rolling. I have got 6 games down. I'm going to set my record in a day. Already have. We had a 6 o'clock game, and we have a 7:30 game. This one everybody's been looking forward to. Central Phenix City versus Norcross. City of Jasper Classic. Game number 5. Or excuse me, game number, 7 of the day. And I'm joined by a very special guest. Tim Coleman is going to do the play-by-play this evening on some short notice. They said you might, my contacts say you might be a pro, partner. So let's hear that voice.
You need some better contacts. I know who told you that, and you got to kind of weigh what he says, you know.
Hey, Nick Posey. Nick Posey. A lot of people out here know Nick Posey. Yes, you're right. I do need to get me some better contacts. So how are you settling in before we get this game?
I'm doing great, man.
And you pastor at Winfield First Baptist Church, man. It's been a growing church for a long time, a place I grew up in the area. And there's worse places to be, huh?
I've been there 8 weeks. Great town, great people. I have a 7th grader. She's a Winfield Pirate. Has got acclimated to the school and doing well, and so we're happy to be there. We left the beach of Perdido Key. I'm looking for the beach in Winfield. I have not found it yet. Someone said to get a raft and go down the Buttahatchee, I think is what they said.
Listen, you may have to go outside. You come out some of our fairest land that's almost in Walker County. You can find a couple of beaches, but the body of water is probably not going to be as big as what we're used to. I'm across the state line, across from the Floribama from you, at Pelican Point in Orange Beach when I'm home. But this has been great. You're a sports guy. Basketball is not huge down in that area. It is in Pensacola, but not necessarily in Alabama or in Perdido. Something like this for a local community, and in you being a pastor and knowing what events do in local areas economically, but it's about the message that you're presenting, right? This is a message of teamwork, love, sportsmanship, all the things that you strive to tell people about every day.
Yeah, 16 teams here in Jasper. Coming from all over the Southeast. I mean, if you're a high school player, what better tournament? I mean, you want to play for state championships and as high level as you can play. We've got some great athletes on the rosters of these schools. Mm-hmm. As I'm just checking the 2 games we've got here in front of us tonight, we're fixing to see some good basketball.
Some great basketball. And when you start looking around and you see Air Force in the house, Mississippi State in the house, I saw a couple of others. I'm definitely going to mention that second one for personal reasons. But my good friend, old teammate, old Coach George Brooks. All right, but so for this game, you see Coach Charles Burkett was at Hoover, won a state championship at Hoover, moved to Central Phenix City. He's got a player on his team that you will see early and often, number 0, Jacoby Hill, one of my favorite players in the state of Alabama. He is one of those kids in that 25 class that is so dynamic. But kind of a neat story. Coach for Burkett, Pastime Theater of Winfield, Alabama is our sponsor of the first period, and that was our Supreme Court's tip-off of the game. But Coach Burkett, we got a lot of play out of the beginning. It just wasn't executed. But Coach Burkett coming back home was the coach at Hoover. Scott Ware from Jasper was his assistant. And then was the coach at Jasper here before Coach Burns, and then goes to Hoover. Coach Burkett leaves. Coach Ware wins the state championship, beats Coach Burkett last year. Now Coach Burkett comes back to Walker County. But, that was a lot. But here we go. So, partner, take it away.
Alley-oop missed there by Jonah Jones. Norcross in the front court. Layup up and in. Number 5, Toby Ojukwu.
Ojukwu was very, very, very talked about in his defensive prowess. He'll be the head of the snake on this 2-3, 2-1-2 type trapping defense that we've heard about from Norcross.
Ball on the wing, back up top to Jacoby Hill. We're going to keep an eye on him tonight. Mm-hmm. Right wing to Townsend. Des Williams up top. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out. Central trying to find the gaps in this matchup zone. Pass inside, block. Nice block by Jaron Salisbury. Quickly down the court for Norcross. Pass inside, foul. Foul called on number 2, Willie Townsend. Number 24, Casey Williams, will go to the line, shoot 2.
will go to the line. And you see there, we were talking about the athleticism and quickness of Toby Ojukwu, and that's just a nice pass, a good foul actually by Phenix City. But I just think we're going to see a lot of dribble drive action tonight. The game will be wide open. I think you'll see a lot of pinnacle alerts with the ball being up above the rim. But good-looking athlete here is Casey Williams, the 6'7" senior from Norcross. If you look at Coach Jesse McMillan.
First shot up and good. Norcross on the board, 3-0.
Yeah, this is, I do games all the time, man, but like, it still hasn't hit me Jasper with all this. And I'm so proud of the community, man. It's awesome. So
second shot up and good, 4-0. Norcross in the three-quarter court trap. Cross court, back up top.
Listen to the bench over from Norcross. Everyone talking, coaches communicating. Game has been scouted. All the players communicating. You see the help.
She's asking for help.
I think it was out of bounds. Yeah, it looked like to me it did go out of bounds. But Coach McMillan is very vocal about how he wants his team to play, and he wants them to get into people every possession. And if you see number 5, Ojukwu, he's not going to back down from anybody. But there's my guy, man. And I'm just telling you, this kid's got NBA potential.
Jacoby Hill with the first bucket of the game. Jumper from the elbow, 4-2.
We got our stat keepers back here behind us. I love that. They have absolutely no idea what they're doing, laughing their way through it. Emma Collum and Callie Tinker helping out High Troops. Now here's Jacoby. Jacoby's dynamic right here.
Nice rebound. He's bringing the ball in the front court, pass inside, up and in for 2. That's Jonah Jones, who ties the ball game, 4-4.
Great cut right there by Jones, knowing that Jacoby Hill is a great passer, and that's a nice move. It's not a walk.
Yep.
Or is it? I don't think that was a travel.
Yeah, she caught it from the baseline too.
Look
Our
at
C-ref had a better angle on it.
Yeah, Jacoby Hill going left. That in-between game has gotten better. He was all left hand there. Found a pass. I don't know what Jacoby's position is. I haven't decided if he's a point guard. I haven't decided if he needs to play in the post. The handle's still a little high. Got out of the pressure there.
Willie Townsend attempts a 3. The ball bounces off the rim and hits the brace up high, out of bounds. Norcross basketball, 4:58 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, look at Coach McMillan. You can tell he's a ball guy. You know, you can just tell, walking around thinking this, thinking that. What do we run now? Talking to my assistants. You can tell ball guys, Tim. It's just like you can tell pastors.
That's right. That's right. You can spot us a mile away.
Good take. That's good to bend on block.
Dribble penetration. Shot miss. Central in the forecourt.
Tough pass.
Ball stolen by Norcross. Here comes Ojukwu. Hard to the rim. Layup up and in for 2.
Yeah,
strong move by Toby.
He is going to be a load on both ends. Number 5 for the Devils is a two-way basketball player. Basketball is different than football. Got to play on both ends.
Norcross staying in that diamond three-quarter. Central gets the ball down low. Jonah Jones misses the layup. Norcross up in the half court. Getting the ball down inside to big Casey Williams. Nice pass. Casey inside to Alex Pace, up and in for 2. Norcross 8-4.
Yeah, and Pace right there with a great cut. Both of these teams are used to guys driving and then cutting behind it. Traffic passing and catching is a thing in high school, and both these teams are pretty good at it.
Three-point shot on the way. Up and in by Willie Townsend. He cuts the lead to 1.
I think that actually was Jacoby Hill, but that's number 0. But
do I need to clean my glasses?
No, no. Either way, I don't even. I need to get some glasses. I'm having a hard time. seeing the way I used to. But the reason I say it's just because that's the third different way that he has created a basket for his team. Excuse me, fourth different way. He's scored on the interior on a jump shot. He made a three, and he got an assist, and he's gotten a layup, and now he's crossing people over. He wanted
Double
that
dribble.
one, yeah, man, and he just couldn't get the handle. But you saw he was about to face up and pitch. Stat sheet filler is 0, and special relationship that he has with his coach Charles Burkett. Central Phoenix City, fresh off a state 7A football championship. Coach Patrick Nix, shout out as well.
They're 12-4 on the season. Already got 16 games in. Kai Saab and Travell Anderson check in for Norcross. Red Devils in the man-to-man.
Switching defense man-to-man from Jacoby Hill out front. And you'll see most of Phoenix City's they're not afraid of matchups, Tim. They'll switch the matchup and let a guard be on a big. They don't mind. They expect their guys. Coach Burkett does. He's always done that, even at Hoover. You're going to have to guard all 5 positions. You're going to play for Central Phoenix City.
Tyjor Cooper checking into the game. Going to give Bryce Dawson a break. Norcross with the baseline inbounds under their basket. Leading 8-7 here in the first quarter. Up high to Williams. He loses it.
It's just too much.
Turnover on Norcross. Here comes Jacoby Hill.
Oh, what a pass. What a pass, man. Wow, that's a dime.
Jonah Jones going up, was hit on the arm, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Not many guys elevate in. Watch this touch teardrop pass. He didn't know it was going to happen. Left hand needs to clean up, but just a little touch pass. That's what I like to call throwing your teammate open. Tua Tagovailoa is a great example of doing that in football, how he throws to a spot in front of the defense, behind the defense, and makes his guy go get it. That's exactly what Jacoby Hill takes the game, slowing down and high IQ to understand that. I do want to see Jacoby Hill's left hand still get cleaned up and get a little better, but he's got time. Those type of players are the ones that those wow me with his IQ.
First free throw was good. Jones misses the second. He ties the ball game. It's 8-8. Here comes Norcross back down. And we've got a foul going to the basket. There's Toby Ojukwu again, who's pushed. And I think that was on the floor. They're going to put the ball in on the baseline.
And Norcross just known for all the players that have come through their program. Numerous pros. I was looking up last night. Jody Meeks, Brandon Goodwin, Jeremy Lamb, to mention a few. WNBA Diamond DeShields.
Nice inbounds lob to Casey Williams. He lays it up and in. Norcross back up by 2. Jacoby Hill across half court.
It's offense. Not lucky there. He wants to come off this ball screen left and create for his teammates. When he's going right, he's looking to score. Now, he will go left and get into that jump shot. See, that's where the handle's a little too high to be a point guard just yet. That pressure gets to him a little bit.
Turnover. Norcross headed the other way. Up and in. Toby Ojukwu gives Norcross a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Ojukwu's that guy that's just, when you go to the blacktop and play basketball, he's always on the winning team. He's that guy, I'm telling you. He makes the plays, the ball's in his hand, he guards people. But I already love what I'm seeing for number 5 from Norcross.
3-point shot, no good by Ty Morgan, but the ball goes out of bounds off Norcross. So Central will get the ball into their basket with an inbounds play. 1:25 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and a couple buckets there you see by Norcross, the out under. Phoenix City got lost on the lob in the turnover basket. Ojukwu getting buckets. See, this has been the problem real quick, Tim, for Phoenix City. They just haven't been able to make enough shots consistently since Coach Burkett's been there.
Here comes Hill, transition.
He got hit. Oh, he got hit. Mr. Craig, he got hit.
Yeah, I thought when I heard the whistle it was going to be a foul, but traveling is the call. So Norcross will get the ball. Just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Antonio Mulder at the point for Norcross. They're 5-5 on the season. Looks like we got an offensive foul.
Illegal. Anderson kind of stuck a chicken wing out, and that's just not gonna pass now. We don't need it extra crispy right now, Tim. Not right now. Maybe later, but not right now. Where's the offense going to come from, or the creation going to come from outside of a Jacoby Hill? He's been trying to create. Well, now Coach Burkett's going to take him off the ball, try to get it to him in the middle. But look at all the attention being paid to number 0. And Jacoby's got to work harder here and not just stand.
Cross-court pass, three-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound Norcross. 28 seconds. Mulder across half court, into the corner. Dribble drive, shot. We're going to get a foul.
Don't bail him out right there. That shot has absolutely no chance to go in. I like the aggressiveness. I'm not getting on Watkins for the drive. I'm just saying defender. I mean, he was aggressive with defenders. That shot, that's a tough shot to make it a moving target in traffic. And now you get 2 free throws.
A.J. Watkins, the senior. First shot up and good. Substitutions into the game for both teams. Number 22, Andre Thompson, checking in for Norcross. Number 2, Willie Townsend, back in after a quick breather.
We might actually have some stats the second half for the halftime. Now, I don't think they'll be close to accurate, but we'll see. Oh, I'm calling the staff. Sorry, the Heights Hoops staff is behind me over here, Tim, and
they're all in it. They're focused.
So you have to talk noise to them to get them to produce sometimes.
Second free throw is good. Here comes Central in transition. Three-point shot by Hill, no good. Norcross with a rebound, under 10 seconds to go.
Need to stop. Oh, man, that's a tough 4 points to give up right there at the end of the quarter if you're Phenix City. This could be a bucket, though.
We got a foul. Got a foul. Yep.
I think he's going to call it. Is it going to be? I think it's going to be on the floor, though. See if there'll be 2 shots before we go to break. 12 push. It's on the floor, so it will. It'll be the end of the quarter. It should, though, unless there's point. We're going to put time back on. It's either you put time back on, or it's the end of the quarter. Yeah. All right. So we're not going to go to the monitor. We're going to go to a break, and we're going to go to end of the quarter. We'll be right back, folks.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
BMG, Blanton Media Group. Sorry, folks were asking me about that call over here. Blanton Media Group. Sorry, Vince. It's my 7th game. It's my 7th game. I want to know about in the truck. I want to know what the all-time record is for most games in a day done by someone. Yeah. So 8 is that number. All right, we're going to tie that today. Now, if there's an overtime, does that break a record? Maybe we'll see. All right, second quarter is brought to you by BMG. Here we go. Take it away, Tim.
Central with the ball to start the second quarter, down by 8. Norcross still in this matchup zone. Des Williams on the right wing, cross-court pass. Willie Townsend.
Oh! Man, I hate seeing guys get hit in the mouth. Salisbury took a shot right in the chops. off the shoulder. Watch this right here. You'll see it right on this jump stop. Right there, man. Just a shoulder. Those hurt, man. Yeah, could have drawn some blood, but no quitting number one. He's still out there balling. Where's the offense going to come in the half court if you're Phenix City? It needs to come from this guy for sure.
Jacoby Hill for 3. Cuts the lead to 5.
In the half court, he's somewhat about, not all the team has, but he's the best half-court player, and everybody plays off of him. Central Phenix City is going to have to get out and run and change this tempo, because as long as it's a half-court game, I love Norcross.
Salisbury with a baseline drive, lays it up and in.
He got hit, man.
A little like a foul,
Yeah.
no call. Norcross in the transition, 2-on-2. Ball outside, 3-point shot on the way. A.J. Watkins with the 3. 10-point lead now for Norcross.
It is, and right now, kind of danger time. And anytime that lead gets to 10 in high school, you typically are that energy pickup. Now, that's his game. You got to make that one if you're Jacoby. Jacoby goes through these lulls at times. You'll see the glimpses of greatness, but then it'll slow down.
Williams with the rebound quickly in transition. He makes it under the basket. Shot is blocked, but a foul's called. Going up, foul going to be on Jonah Jones. So Williams will go to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, young kids out there, when you see the defense converge on you, the shooter's willing to get his feet ready, get where the ball can see him, give him a chance. You saw that time by Watkins on the nice shot. But I will tell you, Tim, Casey Williams has played really well on the interior. Hadn't scored a lot of points, but he's got a lot of rebounds. He's affected a lot of shots. He's been involved in a lot of plays for Norcross.
And he's moving well without the ball.
Excellent.
He's getting under the rim.
Yeah, and it's not a coincidence that post players find themselves open.
Yeah.
You have to work to do that, and 24's doing that. I like his feet, good athletic body, strong-looking lower body, and I like that's the second time we've seen him. I love his free throw stroke.
I was fixing to say he's a good free throw shooter. Both free throws are good, 23-11. Let's see if Central can get something going here on offense. They're struggling to get some movement here against this matchup zone.
Yeah, they're used to seeing a lot of man-to-man in the tempo. It's the tempo. Central does not like to play slow. They're uncomfortable, and they're settling for these three-point jump shots, and it's one shot now.
Willie Townsend off the mark. Here comes Norcross.
Nice.
Alex Pace going to the rim, and he is fouled by Bryce Dawson. So Pace is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't like the defense there, but I do like Pace on that Euro jump stop, or just, I like to call that getting space with your feet. When you're going to make a move, and on those first, second steps, if you clear the defense and get skinny like a running back and get through, you got to gain ground and get to the basket. And that time, Alex Pace in 2 steps covered from the three-point line to the rim and got fouled.
First free throw rims out. Second shot on the way. It's good. 24-11. Norcross with a 13-point lead.
This tournament is starting to trend toward defense. Earlier in the day, it was somewhat offense, but these last 2 or 3 games, it is very difficult to get a basket in the half court.
Jacoby feels the pressure to make something happen, to get the offense moving, and he took 1 step too many there on the baseline. Turnover. Here comes Norcross.
Yeah, and the thing also that can be frustrating if you're a star like Jacoby Hill is he's got to play in the post all the time on defense. So you're always having to play, most of the time, the other team's biggest player. That's a walk.
Toby Ojukwu with the travel. So Central takes over.
That's a tongue twister for sure, Ojukwu. And well, it's just one of those I've learned in this.
Yeah.
I can't. You get in a rhythm, and then there's also a name with a lot of syllables, and I have to slow it down when I say it. You're doing a lot better than I am with it. I assure you that.
Ball into the corner.
I mean, they're serious about guarding. When that ball's caught, man, they are serious about being in you and making you uncomfortable. That's a settle.
Ball into the corner. Dribble penetration. Shot no good. Rebound Casey Williams. I love the footwork of Norcross defense. They're giving no lanes to the rim. Here's a turnover.
Here's where Phenix City is dynamic. And this is how they want to play. Pinnacle alert. Talk about rising up to the top of the mountain. Wow. Nice play there that time by Jonah Jones.
24-13. The lead now is 11.
All right, so I'm trying to cut this in half. Obviously, you want to get it close to being tied, but you get it down to 4 or 5. The way the Central's played this half, there's another turnover, but this is where it's got to happen. They got to start turning this other team over. Oh, that's a lazy pass.
We're going to get a jump ball or a timeout? We got a jump ball. We got a jump ball. Coach McMillan's wanting the timeout, but the refs say nope, jump ball.
Yeah, and it looked like it was right here. There's the finish. Phenix City, unfortunate there. Jacoby Hill's got to catch that ball, make the defender do something. Thought they had an easy basket. And Pinnacle Bank, verticality alert. Get to the climax of that play, and that's what they're doing. Pinnacle alert, get up high for it.
So the possession there points to Norcross. Leading by 11. Ojukwu up top.
ISO.
There's Casey Williams.
Man, I
turnover.
don't like that. I don't like that angle on the pass to the cut. He can fly, man. I'm telling you. Jonah Jones, he's going. He wants to be on the Pinnacle All-Tournament team.
Nice dunk, Jonah. Here comes Norcross the other way.
Oh, finish it.
Wide open lane to the rim. Shots missed, but Casey Williams rebounds it, puts it right back in. And we got a quick timeout. Timeout on the floor.
Yeah, you see it just here in the open court. Jonah Jones, I mean, and he reminds me of Gilbert that we saw earlier from McAdory, that would just go, first game of the day, just go up on you and rise quick. And 4 already with a couple of easy dunks tonight.
Norcross controlling the tempo. They're making Central play a half-court game, and they're stuck. They're just stuck on how to get something going. This transition can get them back in the game.
Yeah, we have, I think we're going to come back and at halftime might do something pretty cool and show some highlights of Central Phenix City football winning the state championship, and flag football as well will have some action. Flag football has become a huge deal in high school sports. And seeing the ladies compete, man, I was a big flag football guy growing up, and I like where high school sports is in the state of Alabama, Tim. I've seen it for a long time. Basketball is at the highest level it's ever been. Obviously, football is at as high of a level as it's ever been, and all the other sports following as well. Girls softball, volleyball. So it's a good time to be a kid in the state of Alabama. Play some sports.
Central puts the ball in play, trailing by 11. 3:15 to go before halftime. Hill up top to Townsend. Left wing to Williams. Inside to Townsend. Turnover.
Got to finish.
Casey Williams.
We've got a foul. You got an elbow here. There's going to be an elbow right in the chops. Now, I'm not sure that it wasn't incidental, but there, watch this. There's definitely contact. Watch this right here. Oh, that's definitely a foul. That's a great call. It actually might have been a flagrant or a technical.
Yeah, they'd review that.
They would definitely review that. That was intentional. It wasn't intentional that he was trying to, but it was an intentional get off of me. Now, I don't think it was one to where the defender was in the area that it would have been called on the defender, but great call there.
Jacoby inbounds to Des Williams. He's up top, and he turns it over. Norcross with the steal. Here comes Ojukwu.
Oh, don't save it there.
Puts it up and in.
Yeah, can't save it right there under your own basket. All right, so now Coach Burkett just trying to figure out some way to get Jacoby Hill some space and room. But I think that's what's got to happen. The other guys have got to step up and start going and creating some baskets on their own, as you saw Des Williams do that time.
Des Williams breaks the zone down and gets a floater. 28-17. Norcross by 11. Ojukwu getting instructions from Coach McMillan. Illegal screen. Illegal screen is the call against Norcross. And so that'll be a turnover.
And that's an emphasis in basketball at every level, man. The last couple of years, illegal screens are going to be called. Young kids out there, a lot of times it is the dribbler's fault, not the post players. You've got to be able to set the screener up, let them get set before you start running there getting excited about going to get in the basket. It happens all the time, moving screens, and it's really dynamic and hurts teams with bigs. As you see Norcross going back to this, or staying in this pressure, man, it's just immense. When you got bigs that can come out and cover corners like that, wow.
Dalen Shaw checks in for Central. Shot is blocked out of bounds, so Central will inbound the ball under their basket. 1:48 to go here before half.
I'd like to see this thing around 7 or 8 if I'm Phenix City. You can't let this let it balloon to a 4-point swing right here. Could be the difference in the ballgame late. There you go.
3-point shot by Tajor Cooper from the corner. Cuts the lead to 8, 28-20, 1:34 to go before halftime. Ojukwu up top, looking down inside. He's isolated. Casey Williams, nice jump shot. Good post entry. Casey Williams, nice elevation. Gets the lead back to 10, 30-20.
That is a huge, huge shot right there, because you're wanting to get this thing under, and Jacoby Hill just can't quite finish. Oh, what a pass. Oh.
Ojukwu with the assist. Casey Williams with the layup.
How about that delivery by Ojukwu? That time got off balance, and you can see he likes it. We talk about it all the time. Closing halves. This Norcross team understands how important these last 2 minutes are.
Cross-court pass. 3-point shot on the way. Tajor Cooper with another 3. Quick answer for Central. The lead is 9.
Big time delivery that time by Jacoby Hill, and his shooter got where the ball could see him, got the knockdown. You need a stop and a bucket, get it down to 7. You're not feeling that bad if you're Coach Burkett, but gotta have the stop here.
Jaron Salisbury takes it to the hoop, lays it up, and good. 34-23, 15 seconds to go before half. Des Williams, cross-court pass into the corner for 3, no good. He ends up the rebound, shot blocked by Casey Williams. And the ball's going to go off of Bryce Dawson. And Norcross will have it with 2.7 seconds to go.
There will be 2.7 to go. You just don't want to foul here if you're Phenix City, or give up a basket. Make him make a tough one.
The 3-point shot is off at the buzzer by Toby Ojukwu, and so we're going to go to the half. Norcross leading 34-23.
Little flag football action. Gotta like it. How about the little halfback pass action? Gotta like that too. There's your blowout, 25-0, Central Phenix City over Vestavia Hills. Got to be fun to play in the big stadium. And flag football's fun. I don't know if y'all played at intramural some. The football coach at Spain Park, Tim Vakakis, was our player coach. But it's fun to see the ladies get to play as well. It's a state championship too. Go get that Blue Map girls. We'll be back in just a minute.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You know, hats off to Central. They are the state champions.
And they made the plays when they needed them. Let's take a look at some of those plays, the highlights from this game. There you see Tristan Williams, a junior running back. He had a huge game tonight. Rushed for over 100 yards. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. What a performance by this young man. And then really sparked his team in the first half.
It really did. You know, had over 100 yards at halftime. A little quieter in the second half, but finished off the night with the game-clinching first down run. There you see one of his touchdowns right here. And this may be the play of the game right here. The 73-yarder to Cam Coleman that put Central ahead to start.
Andrew Alford threw for over 200 yards, and as you mentioned, Coach, that 73-yarder to Cam Coleman was a huge, huge play. And looking at the game statistically, Thompson's inability to get much going in the running game tonight really hurt them.
Yeah, it really was, you know, the key to the game. I mean, in championship football, you've got to run the football to be successful. They couldn't do it. Again, their heart and the mistakes that they were able to capitalize on kept the game much closer than it could have been. In the end, they had a chance to win, but just a little bit too much Central tonight.
Let's take a look at the results from day one here at the Super 7. You had the girls flag football championships today, and Central Phenix City is taking home a couple of trophies. The girls winning today, as well as, of course, the boys winning the 7A state championship game.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Sylacauga, we are your hometown dealer. 3 locations: Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Avoid big city prices. Shop local and save with 0% financing. 0%. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. We even offer mobile service, or we can pick up and deliver. No charge. Lower prices. Better service. We are your hometown dealer. Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan, right here in Sylacauga.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Amanda brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bart Hatch back here live. Norcross leading Central Phoenix City in Game 7. Been here for all of them. Got some help from Tim. Coleman coming in, saving us late, but got some first half action here. What did you see in these highlights, sir? And then I'll go through the stats afterwards.
Well, Central was struggling, trying to penetrate this zone. We were talking about it just a minute ago up here. Kind of stuck. I'm interested to see what Coach Burkett said to them and what adjustments he might make. Something's got to change, obviously. They got to get more movement. If I'm Norcross, I'm going to stick with what I'm doing in my half-court zone. Somehow, some way, Central has got to get some tempo going and get down the floor.
They do, and it starts with stops. You got to get stops, but then you got to score so you can set your pressure. The problem's been have been able to score throughout the course of the game, as you see. But I tell you, who's been dynamic? Jonah Jones for Central Phoenix City. He's actually got 7 points, 6 of them on dunks. Jacoby Hill leading with 8. But to me, it's really been Ojukwu. I mean, he's been the energy guy. But Casey Williams with 12.7 rebounds and an assist. Arrington with 5. Watkins with 5. Ojukwu 8 and 3, as we mentioned. Salisbury with 4. And then for Phoenix City, we mentioned Hill. Playing well is Des Williams as well, and Johnny Jones with 7. So looking at the games today, Coleman lost last game, local team. So now it's, what is it? Looks like we got 1 Alabama loss, a win, a loss. We got 2 Alabama losses so far, and 4 wins for Alabama. So Huffman game was probably the most entertaining, most competitive matchup that we've seen. The rest haven't been within 5 points, but this one's trending blowout, Tim, if Central can't get something going early here in the second half.
So Fayette County beat Huffman by 2 today.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw Fayette play last night against Winfield.
Different Fayette County.
Okay, different one.
Yeah, that
from
Fayette,
Georgia?
That Fayette County, I don't know if they want him in Steve Ward's team. But, no, we had a problem earlier. We were talking about Fayette. Is it Fayette, Alabama? Is it Fayette, Georgia? Is it Fayette, Tennessee? It's Fayette, Georgia.
Okay.
And they came in, and it was a really good game. Huffman was down and came back. But
I used to live actually not far from Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County. So
I love that.
I didn't realize they were over here.
We're going to take a quick break and come back. Second half.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
And we're back, Bernard's. Thanks for all my nice clothes. Have you been to Bernard's? You don't know about Bernard's.
I do not.
This is where you need to go shop. Bernard's, Rusty, if you're watching, we just got you a customer. Pastor will come see you. He's got to have a lot of suits.
That's right.
But no, Bernard's has been here for years. My dad used to shop there. The pants I wear on my SEC network and ESPN games, he got them in about 1979 back in the day from there.
Cool.
So it's crazy. My late father, shout out. Nice block. Pinnacle.
Central gets the ball to start the third. There's a long three by Jacoby Hill.
Here we go.
And the lead is down to 8. Long pass to Williams.
That looks.
And we're going to get a foul.
So, all right, speaking of Pinnacle, let's look at if we can see the block. That's one. But that play right there, even though it wasn't a basket. But look at Jacoby here. He can score it. I don't necessarily think he's a shooter, but he's a scorer. Pinnacle Bank.
I think he's the key to the second half.
Oh, there's no
They
question.
get him going.
Got to get him going. You got to get him going in multiple ways. He can rebound it. He can fill a stat sheet. He can pass it. He can score it. Getting the ball in his hands in transition. Jacoby's not nearly as good in the half court. And if you're going to get it in the half court, you got to face him up and ISO him. There's too much help for him to drive by a lot of guys.
Norcross inbounds the ball into their basket. Lob inside to Casey
Wow.
Williams.
How high did he go to get that, Pinnacle alert?
Shot is off. Central in transition. Oh, nice block. Casey Williams runs the floor and gets the block, and then the ball goes out of bounds off Central.
That's one of those you see, you're like, do what? What's it? He's coming in here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to your layup. And he says, do what? We may have to do what, Cam, now.
It looked like half his arm was above the rim.
Dude, I mean, he is a high riser, trying to get another one here. That might have been a little push and a foul, but if you're Phenix City, you're hanging around, inching around, get a bucket there. That's a goaltend if they don't call it. So now it's down to a 6-point lead. Here comes Coach Burkett's team.
Des Williams on the drive, lays it in for 2, 34-28.
34-28. Central Phenix City has turned up their defense. It's much more active. Deflections are a key for Phenix City as well.
Ojukwu tries to drive. He's cut off. And Salisbury gets it down to Casey Williams, and he's hit on the shot attempt. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
He's active and dynamic in the interior. Good-looking athlete.
And he's a good free throw shooter.
He is. I like this stroke, and you'll see it. I was looking and curious, and he's growing on me a little bit. And the way you look, you don't get to look. There's an all-hair team that you would like to be on. I obviously would like to be on it more than you, but he has to qualify. Your play elevates your opportunity on the all-hair team. So if you go 12, which is now 13. 8 now and 3 blocks. Yeah, and you got good hair like that, you're going to get the nod because there's going to be 1 from each game, maybe 2. But yeah, on the free throw shooting, all seriousness, this kid is going to play basketball after college somewhere.
Both free throws are good, and so the lead's back to 36-28. Jonah Jones going to go out and take a quick break. Tyjor Cooper, who had 2 threes in the first half, checks back in.
He does check back in, and now you see in same type pressure. Phenix City, I like how they're attacking this thing, though. You attacking it with a ball screen at the top, now lower than it was. I'm going to try to attack the corners and the elbows is what Coach Burkett's looking to do. See right there, that was an opportunity, and the pass just came away from the elbow. Ball goes to the wing. Here comes Jacoby on the elbow. Had Jacoby Hill right there coming to the elbow.
Shot by Bryce Dawson off the mark. Norcross in transition. Salisbury, quick cross-court pass for 3. Shot's no good. Scramble for the ball. Central comes away with it. Here comes Jacoby Hill. He's ahead. Lost his footing there and missed a layup. Norcross has the ball. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, just got some sporadic play. And I'm just, as I sit and watch Jacoby Hill, I think he's being too unselfish today, Tim. I really do. I think some of the passes, I want to see him go score it, man. He's going to have to. I want these people in this gym to see and you to see what I've seen from this one. He's got a switch, man. And when he wants to take a game over, and we just hadn't quite seen it yet.
So Norcross with the travel in transition. Turnover. Central has the ball, trailing by 8. 5:22 to go here in the third quarter.
See how Jacoby's just kind of standing and waiting and watching and here and there. I want him more active. Want him to flash. Want him to go catch it. Flash right here on the top or go to rebound.
Tyjor Cooper off the mark on the 3.
Yeah, it's a good call. Absolutely. Turned it over. Thought about passing it and then turned it over.
Salisbury with the turnover. Central will take it back, trailing by 8.
Yeah, absolutely he did. He had to gather it, turned it. And I don't like carries all the time, but occasionally I don't mind it just to keep everyone honest. Ojukwu.
A flurry of turnovers here. Central turns it over. Ojukwu with the fast break layup, and the lead is back to 10.
Yeah, and Jacoby Hill just can't really get, he's not. Norcross is playing lower than he is, if that makes sense. And with his high dribble, it's hard for him to get started downhill. I kind of want to see him in the post some for the rest of this game in our Burners third quarter here.
Jonah Jones with the layup for Central. And the lead is 8, 38-30. Salisbury covered by Jonah Jones. Central in man-to-man. Dribble drive, shot no good by Alex Pace. Williams with a rebound ahead to Jacoby Hill. Alley-oop, slammed it home for 2, Jonah Jones.
I think that's got to be a pinnacle alert. It was already up. I like it, but Jacoby Hill again. His best skill may be a passer. I want to see him become more aggressive, but you know how easy this is. He just sees it, feels it, played a lot of basketball, throw it up to your athlete, let him go get it.
Timeout on the floor. 4:06 to go in the third quarter. Norcross 38, Central 32.
It's been a good crowd today, I think. Off and on, I think you'll probably see a lot more people come tomorrow, Tim. Folks working, filling it out. A lot of kids getting out of school. But if you're not doing anything, man, you need to come over here and check it out. You know, there's some big-time basketball. Anytime you have Power 5 coaches, SEC coaches in the house, that means there's some pretty good basketball going on.
It's pretty special for Jasper to attract this type of talent to come and, man, be a great family outing to come watch some basketball all day. Maybe some of the junior kids, middle school, elementary. Come on out and watch some good basketball.
Come watch it. And here's the lineup tomorrow at 9 a.m. Huffman, Florence. That'll be dynamic. Huffman trying to bounce back as well as Florence. Both lost today. Bob Jones, Itawamba. Bob Jones played well. They locked down in the half court. I love Caden Rickard. He's worth the watch. Darrell Wilson actually is the coach of Itawamba that played with me at Mississippi State. McAdory's my surprise team today. They were great. South Pontotoc. Paul Bryant, Green Forest, Fayette County, Jasper, Coleman, Luzanne, and then these two teams will play one of the two teams from that next game in the Mountain Brook Myers Park marquee matchup of the night. Power 5 guys, City, White, Ty Davis, everywhere. That's a goaltend starting the half. And I was going to say, I thought on our hints, we didn't do the hints earlier. And I'm going to get those out here just a second. It's just be able to handle the athleticism and don't turn the ball over was big for Phenix City, and it just hadn't come to fruition.
Tervel Anderson scored for Norcross, and Central turns the ball over, quickly back down. Layup is good again for Norcross, and the lead's back to 10. Jacoby with a three-point shot is short. Rebounded by Norcross. Here comes Ojukwu. He passes it inside to Salisbury. He misses the layup, but he's fouled. He's fouled going up. He missed the first one, got his own rebound, and then got hit going back up. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
He will, and you see the replay right here. It's just Ojukwu making a good decision to not put his other teammate who was ahead of him in dire straits, but then when the teammate he did throw it to missed, Ojukwu right there. Just he's a heart and soul type guy. He's what you want. He's a dog on the perimeter, man. Both ends of the floor, and takes as much pride in his defense as his offense. You always like that as if you're a coach, and it's obvious that Coach McMillan loves that.
An obvious team leader.
Very much so.
First free throw's up and good.
Very much so.
Second shot on the way. It's also good. 44-32. The lead now 12. 3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Williams across half court. Over to Jonah Jones. Back to Williams. Ball fake. Williams down the middle of the lane. And he's hit going to the rim. And he's going to go to the line for 2.
He is going to go to the line for 2 here. So this lead has ballooned up to 12 points. And they've gotten it down to 8, and it's just, you just can't seem to really ever get over to the hump.
They got it down to 6, actually.
It was 6. Yep. And this same thing kind of happened in the state championship game against Hoover. Last year, Central was in the 7A state championship game against that dynamic Hoover team who'll be in the Big Orange Classic next week over at their place. But they just couldn't get that timely bucket to get the game to a one-possession game, and that kind of feels similar to what we're seeing here today.
Central with a little full-court pressure. Norcross breaks it down. Assist from Salisbury to Travell Anderson. He lays it up. 46-32.
He does, and that's the ability of Jacoby Hill right there to see the floor, had 2 guys open. Defender took the inside guy away, and he no-look passes it over for a 3. I like that, and I like it.
Willie Townsend made the 3. Central in their full-court press, now running the floor.
Got to have that one, man. This will be a 4-point swing or 5-point swing here, and now you've got numbers. Now it's a 4-on-2, and you got a wide open look for your big fella stepping out. I wanted to see that one go in.
Travell Anderson steals it back and then throws it away. Des Williams coming. Pushing the ball down floor, cross court. Willie Townsend. Up top to Tajor Cooper. Back to Williams in the corner.
Need it.
Bryce Dawson shot good, and he's fouled. And we've got a technical foul. I think he just kind of slammed the ball down in a little frustration there.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a 3-point basket good with a free throw and 2 tech shots.
This could be a 6-point, and in high school, I think you get the ball as well.
Yeah.
This may be the highest scoring possession that I've ever seen. Preacher. Now, Preacher, if you come up in here and we start saying all that kind of stuff now, look out.
Yeah,
hey, look, I don't even know if Carl Cannon's ever sponsored a possession that's had 9 points in it.
First free throw is good by Dawson, so that completes his 4-point play. And now we're going to get the 2 free throws.
That's 4 in one possession. This is a difference in the game if they come back. 100%.
Yeah. First
There's
shot good.
5. The most points I've ever seen in a possession, I want to say, I've seen a 4-point play in a tech. It's either 6. Look at Tyler Davis, not to be confused with his son, Ty Davis. That's Tyler. It's like my daddy used to say, he ordered a filet-o-fish at McDonald's. It wasn't filet-o-fish, it was a filet-o fish. You know how I had the hyphens and the O back in the day?
Yeah, I remember.
I know we're going off the rails, but
no, I've eaten a few of those in the day.
Well, Jacoby Hill's got to take this game over like he did the state championship game and get his team back in it.
Trailing by 5. They were down 12, and it's only 5. Let's see if they can get some points out of this possession.
Well, I'm telling y'all guys, he can do it, and his team feeds off of it, and they just can't get over that hump, man. It's not a huge possession, 7-point possession.
Salisbury with a big rebound.
That would have been a 9-point possession if that ball would have gone in. He did travel.
Yep.
Yeah, he did travel.
Yep. Salisbury to the rim, lays it up for 2. Might have got away with a walk there. Coach Burkett is encouraging the referee to watch for the traveling.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if we can see that again. I actually am not sure. I thought it was. I think that's just a good jab step crossover, young kids out there. I know this is going to sound like I'm pumping myself. I guess I kind of am. But Michael Jordan taught me triple threat. Let's see here. Jab, crossover. That's not a walk. That's not a walk. Not a walk. That's a good call. But
not a walk on the start or the finish.
No, not a walk.
Either one.
Either one. But what happens is Michael Jordan, young kids out there, had 3 moves, and he taught me this at North Carolina basketball camp, literally up close because I won the free throw competition the first day. You want to get noticed, win the free throw competition the first day at a basketball camp, young kids. So he had 3 moves, and you can go back and watch Kobe, you can go back and watch Michael, you can go back and watch Durant. Not LeBron necessarily, not that type of score, but you either jab and then get back to your triple threat. You shot fake. He called it a rocker step, like a rocking chair back then. Some people do it that way. But what we just saw there was the crossover step. Jab and then get the ball across your body, crossover from the defender. It was textbook, and it was not a walk. And I thought it was. It looked like it, but
we don't have time for this, but the best to ever play the game, Michael Jordan.
Oh, there's no question. We can make time for that. You make all the time that you want.
Well, a lot of the
man.
young guys want to talk about some of the more current guys.
I mean, it's different. Now, I would make the argument that I could make the argument and sell, and I'm not a LeBron guy. Everybody knows that. And I am a Michael guy. He taught me triple threat. But that's pinnacle alert, verticality, good rebound. But LeBron James is the most skill set talented basketball player that's ever walked on the planet. He's got all the skills. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's 30 pounds heavier than MJ and 3 pounds taller at that size and speed. But anyway, we'll go back to that argument. Hodges hints here. Norcross had to win with D. And, I mean, that's what they've done. They've gotten timely stops. Dictating the tempo was a key, and they have done that, making this not a full-court, up-tempo game. Central has not taken care of the ball, especially in certain areas. And I don't think the whole day they've played through Jacoby Hill. And at the same time, Jacoby, I feel like he's a little unselfish at times. That's literally my only knock on him, is he gets himself outside the game sometimes, just not asserting more because he is so unselfish. And when I say that, I want him to go score the basketball like right here. It's got to be a downhill for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not a shooter. Ford's not a shooter. And that's just one of those plays, timely plays. Again, I'm not getting on him. Everyone loves how I love Jacoby, but when you're becoming that next level player, and everybody sees the skill set when you're young, how do you become that dude? How do you become he's him? And a lot of times that's going to be scoring the basketball when you have the ability to do it.
So Central turns the ball over. Now Norcross turns it over. Jonah Jones with the steal in the flush.
Yeah, and here, so now, how about this? The net being held up gives Phenix City an opportunity to, I wonder if that's a set play. He dunks it so much they might work on hanging the net.
Central man-to-man full court.
Oh, got one. Ooh, lucky. Numbers now.
Oh. Ojoku short on the layup. Here comes Central the other way in fast break. And Hill misses the layup. Ojoku on the other end lays it in for 2.
That is a huge four-way swing, and Jacoby Hill just couldn't get the finish. It was actually good contest and good defense by Norcross. And now you don't want to give up another one here. He's going to let it go.
Ref says it's good. 2-pointer. Foot was on the line. So Ojoku makes the bucket at the buzzer to give Norcross a 10-point lead into the third.
Yeah, just a 6-point deal there. And look at this, one leg beat the buzzer. Ojoku. See you in the sec, Bob.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back here live, Ojukwu has been dynamic today.
I think he heard you.
I wanted him to hear me because I want more. Oh, that's a foul.
Let's see if both teams can settle down a little bit here. That last minute and a half of the third quarter was missed layups and turnovers.
Well, and we talked about that. I mean, that's Central Phenix City wants that tempo, but they don't want the turnovers. And just the ability to finish for Phenix City, it just has been sloppy today, man. In the open court, around the half court, they just haven't been able to really do a lot of the things that they normally are known for.
Coach McMillan not happy with that off-ball foul there. And so Central gets the ball back, trailing by 10. Early here in the fourth quarter. Townsend trying to set. Norcross back into this matchup zone.
And look at the
length.
length.
Like a 1-3-1 matchup zone.
Well, look at the length at the top here. Look who's on the top of the zone. You got 6'7". I wanted Winfield, I'll say it out loud, to do this to Plainview and Robbie Coker, and they didn't do it 2 years ago to state championship. Put Big Feltman out there and just make people think. I love the call.
Three-point shot off the mark. Central gets the offensive rebound. Another shot by Hill in the corner. It's short. Norcross with a rebound in transition. They turned the ball over.
That's going to be a huge turnover if Phenix City can convert and set this pressure up. There he is.
Jacoby Hill takes it to the rim, lays it in for two, and they're in full court trap. There's a steal. Hill with the ball to the rim.
He got fouled.
Shots blocked. Norcross with the rebound. Central in the full court pressure. Ojukwu dribble penetration, bounce pass. And he was standing out of bounds.
He was standing out
A.J.
of bounds.
Watkins was coming across the baseline, and his feet were out of bounds. Turnover to Central.
Yeah, Central's just not able to get enough offense going in this game.
Willie Townsend, three-point shot off the mark. Ball bounces over the backboard, out of bounds. So Norcross will take over. Jonah Jones sprints up to the scorer's table to check in. And he's going to give Bryce Dawson a break. Central full court man-to-man, trailing by 8.
It's about where the game, oh, he walked. Is that not a walk? It's not. I don't even know how you call that rule, but this is about where the game was for Phenix City against Hoover. Gotta have this one. Gotta have this one, and now they're gonna play now. It's tightening up.
Tyjor Cooper with his third three of the ball game. We're back to a 5-point game. Ojukwu quickly down the floor, up and in.
Timely. He knows his team's got to have a bucket when these runs start happening, and you saw there, that's just a big-time heady play by the guard. Knows how to play. Senior.
Three-point shot is off. But on the rebound, Norcross is the last one to touch it. So Central will get the ball under their basket as Bryce Dawson comes back in. And Jonah Jones will take a quick breather.
That was a great jump stop alert there by Toby Ojukwu. Right there, just understanding that you've got to shoot it over that big, and you got to get to 2 feet before you can do it. That's a pretty good take right there.
Willie Townsend up for two. Central baseline to baseline, putting pressure on the ball.
That's thrown out of bounds.
Norcross turns the ball over. He was trying to bounce it off of the leg of Williams and completely missed and threw the ball out of bounds. So we got a 5-point game, and Central has the ball.
We have an opportunity for this game to finally get to one possession. We haven't had this, since early in the contest, and so here's where Phenix City Central has to find a good shot. There it is. One possession game.
Coach McMillan, no, actually Coach Burkett calls timeout. 2-point game, can you believe it?
Yeah. I saw the same thing last year, and a couple of plays happened for Central Phenix City that just didn't go their way, but right here, that's just too easy. Lazy recovery on the trap. We haven't seen that from Ojukwu. That makes me think, is Ojukwu a little bit fatigued? Because he's had the ball in his hands the whole game. He's been up and down the court. He's had a big-time defensive cover. 2-point game right now. Phenix City has not played well.
No.
Tim, this team has not played well. Now you're 2 points down. Got your pressure rolling. Coach Burkett's feeling good. Things are changing.
I bet you Coach McMillan doesn't stay in that matchup zone.
Yeah, he probably will not do that as much. But one of the reasons that you go zone there is because you see your guys are getting tired. You're not playing a lot of people, but it's the turnovers. That's what's gotten them the last couple minutes back in the game. Is this fourth quarter, as always, in this tournament brought to you by Alpha. Luke Knighton, Chad Hayes, great tag team off of Viking Parkway. Saw them the other day. Good folks. Coming up, Mountain Brook, Myers Park. Marquee matchup of the evening. Nationally renowned programs.
Going to be a reach-in foul.
So I hope he hears about this, but everybody always gets on to me for looking old and feeling old. Our boy Neil Taylor from Winfield's calling some games today. He had 2 or 3 of them. I just watched him walk up them bleachers, and old Neil's having a hard time tonight. So roll tide, Neil. Hope you get the feeling better. Verticality, Pinnacle Bank.
I heard him say he had refereed 16 games in the last week. He was sitting
I've
up here
done
a while
8
ago.
games today, 7 games today.
Sitting in this chair.
Well, I mean, I got up a minute ago.
It's not rough on your joints.
You know. But no, Neil, all the guys around, the referees have done an outstanding job today. Might have been a couple calls missed here and there, but with all this basketball, that's just a numbers game. It's going to happen sometimes. But thank you guys for coming out and taking care of these kids.
Ty Morgan called with a blocking foul.
I like this. I like Coach McMillan, man. He's always engaged. His assistants are engaged. Everybody on that bench knows their role. 3 or 4 people over there got a chart, got their plays. And this program's on the same wavelength. Oh, yeah.
Nice take. Toby Ojukwu with the spin move layup.
Do what, Ojukwu? Wow.
They needed that.
Little spin cycle, teardrop floater over. Watch this. How about a little spin cycle, jump stop, teardrop? Wow. I might be talking to number 5 after the game. It's going to be tough if they hold it on. What's it going to be? But lavish coffee bar, jump stop alert, jump stop, teardrop, Ojukwu.
So Coach Burkett with a quick timeout, and immediately Jacoby Hill ran and checked in. He wanted to get him back in the game.
Well, I like getting him out for maybe a possession here and there. And a lot of times there'll be a media timeout in high school games at the 4. You don't have that here. But, yeah, you can't, especially on the offensive end. He's got to be in on offense on every single possession.
The intensity level, the second half for Central is like a different team.
Well, it's like we talked. It's a light switch sometimes, man. And they got to find that consistent energy level that you're comfortable playing with. Oh man, that's a big foul right there because that's going. That's 2. Yeah, see, Coach Burkett here. He likes to get Jacoby closer to the basket as he gets tired toward the end of the game when that foul total gets up because he can make free throws. I think you're going to see Jacoby Hill be. Oh my.
He just lost it.
He's lost it. He's just a little off today. And
turnover on Central. Norcross with the ball right in front of the Central bench. Still full court pressure.
Oh, that could be offense.
She called a blocking foul. Blocking foul on Ty Morgan.
It was a block, but I thought I saw a forearm first. Let's look at it right here. So let's see, it is a block first. She actually got it right. The block first impeded, in my opinion. Now, it was definitely a foul and maybe something after, but I do think the initial contact, correct call was made. But I'm not an official, so they don't nobody need to listen to me about it. I'm just trying to stay friends with them.
Norcross with a quick layup on the other end off the inbounds. And Central in the half court gets the ball inside to Jacoby. And he's hit going up on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, trailing by 6.
Here's excuse me, here's why this is such a big deal. Now, both teams 3 fouls, and I hate the new rule in this facet, man. Right now, we should be in 1-1 and 2 shots right now all the time. We're about to be, but the game changes through quarters, man, instead of having a progression. And kids don't have to, I've said this all day, kids don't have to shoot 1-and-1s anymore. You remember how many times you had
that ought to be a crime.
It ought to be. It literally, I mean, how do you not shoot a 1-and-1 anymore? But Jacoby Hill is going to have 8 to 10 points down the stretch here if he wants his team to win. He's got to get on one of those runs to where he scores in bunches, hits a 3, gets a layup, gets fouled. 0. Got to assert himself, and Coach McMillan does not want to see that.
He hits both free throws to cut the lead to 4. 4:21 to go, and Coach McMillan calls a timeout. Timeout for Norcross. And I'm sure he's going to be talking about this inbound. They were struggling there. The ball was deflected on the pass. That first pass, the pressure's so great. He wants to make sure his guys know what to do.
He does, and I'm anxious to see if Coach Burkett tries something different. You know, runouts are popular here. I'm actually one of those. I learned from a coach, Darrell Wilson, who's a coach in this tournament. I learned from a coach who, in this situation, he didn't throw it into his guards. He would always throw it into a big, running up the line, and then have 2 cutters and a responsible guy in the back. Throw the ball back, big leaves, guard comes back. That's how we always did it because nobody thought you would. So you throw it in. Oh, is that a foul? Yeah, I thought that was a foul.
And like he slipped, too. He slipped a couple possessions ago right in front of us. And I think you said it was a travel, but another slip there. I don't know if it.
Well, he slipped, but it looked like there was a small shove in the back on that slip. But a couple of times we've seen Salisbury, and Salisbury's been active, man, in the second half. Let's see right here. Is this a foul? I don't know if I'm calling that one, man. I don't know. I just, in this type of game.
Well, you said it right a minute ago. Small shove in the back. That wasn't real aggressive.
Wasn't. It's a tweener call. I mean, you could say he slipped. You could say that. I guess the official is thinking you can't say the shove didn't affect it, even though it was just a little one. But
advantage, disadvantage.
Might have let
that
that
go
one
with
go.
the disadvantage.
All right, now you're getting the ball back. Oh my!
Jump ball. Yep, arrows pointing to Central.
Yeah, and here you're going to go. He's going offense, defense here already is Coach Burkett. Bryce Dawson going to get out. Dalen Upshaw, I think. Yep. So, yeah, this is turning into quite the battle here in the second half in this fourth quarter, alpha fourth quarter. I just know if they can't do it, Cannon can. Ain't that right, Kurt? I love that. I'm going to try to get Kurt Ballard to join us here after, if he's not leaving. He may sneak out of here, though, now that I want to get him on the radio. Oh, well, excuse me. We're on TV. We're not on radio. What's the sermon going to be? Or what was the sermon yesterday?
This past Sunday was on joy.
Yeah.
This Sunday's on peace. And
Blessed are the peacemakers, Matthew 5:9.
That's it.
Beatitude. I love that. Any little joy, little peace. Hey,
and their first cousins.
They have to be.
They have to. You have one, you have the other.
That, you know what that is? That's biblical.
Yep.
And it's in red letters at times, so you guys.
At times.
At times, all the Bible's real, but and it's not that. It's not my grandma used to say. It's not that you're the favorite grandkid, Bart. It's just you've been around a lot. It's not that all the other verses are more important, but the red ones I'm going to pay attention to. Is a pretty important guy said it.
They're the good ones.
My boy Yeshua. So here goes Ojukwu. What are you thinking here? Are you fouling if you're Phenix City here? Ooh.
If I'm Coach McMillan, I'm encouraging them now to be under control. He was out of control there.
Completely.
Fortunately, he got a reach, but just too much dribbling there.
Too much dribbling, and that's what we're going to be in a.
He's saying, Coach McMillan's saying, settle down, calm down.
4? Right, so that's 4 team fouls, and we're going to have a side out. So, all right, so now the Devils will be in the bonus. It looks like it's only the fourth team foul to me.
Yeah. The Norcross bench is pleading that there's actually 5.
I thought
so
it
now
was
it says
5.
5.
I thought it was 5 as well. I think we got free throws here. Yeah. And see, like right here, man, there's 4 minutes to go in the game. This has to be a 1-and-1. I hate that rule. I don't like that. I'm not going to like that rule. And I'll probably get in trouble for saying it. But
like what kind of trouble? I mean, you know, you're not going to get suspended from the air or anything.
If trouble can find something, it'll find old high checks.
And really, the foul here is a bailout because he was out of control. He wasn't under control, and now he's got 2 foul shots.
Here's my deal. Okay, if we were doing it to get the rules the same as college, I'm in. But you can't just do this to make it like the same as it is in the NBA because you're on quarters and you're not on halves. That's the only reason I see that you possibly do this, other than to put more scoring in the game and you're taking pressure out of the game.
Yeah.
Don't want there's no anybody that's ever played basketball can tell me that shooting 2 shots is harder than shooting a 1-and-1. That's just not the truth, man. And so I don't know what happens. I just think all of basketball, I'm not getting on the state of Alabama, I'm too much all of high school basketball. I think kids learn something from having to shoot 1-and-1s. That's a foul.
Pace knocks down both free throws and extends the lead back to 6. And Salisbury fouls on the wing. That's only 4 on Norcross. So in the next foul, they'll be shooting 2. Salisbury goes to the bench. Antonio Mulder, 5'10" senior, comes in.
All right, I'm expecting to see 0 in the white get downhill here. I'll tell you what's been better in the second half as well, in my estimation, has been Central's defense in the half court. Now, they haven't been great in transition. Some of the turnovers, Ojukwu been really hard to deal with, but in the half court alone, as we've got our 5th foul here, that's what we're waiting on. Salisbury, you played a good game. It's like Coach McMillan's going to take
I'm not sure
all
what the
this time.
conversation's about over there. All right, ready to put the ball in.
May not be his 5th foul, but they just want to give me a break since I've done 8 games or 7 games already. All right, back to this zone. Norcross staying in the zone.
6-point lead for Norcross, 3:38 to go. Norcross is picking it up on D.
That could have been an offensive foul right there.
Ball in the corner to Hill.
All right, I like him down this low, but look at all the help. Look at all the attention he's getting, man. It's like stacking 8 in the box. Right there, somebody's got to cut right there. You got 3 guys on him. You got somebody at the top. Ball can see you, but cut to that basket there and then lift a shooter off the backside.
3-point shot by Tyjor Cooper is long. Norcross saves it. It was going out of bounds. Quick steal. 3-point shot by Jacoby Hill, no good. Long pass down to A.J. Watkins, and he lays it in for 2.
Big bucket there.
Lead up to 8.
One of those buckets that hits a little harder than normal layups, getting it back to 8, a comfortable lead. That's just a bad pass by Jacoby, man. Just hadn't been himself today. Norcross has a lot to do with that.
Jonah Jones checks in for Bryce Dawson. 2:50 to go. Lead back up to 8. He's down to 4. 59-55 just a minute ago. Central still matched up, man-to-man full court. Strong inbounds catch by Antonio Mulder, and he is fouled by Ty Morgan at the top of the key, so he'll go to the line, shoot 2.
Free throw shooting, always a key down the stretch. And hadn't said Mulder's name a lot today. Hadn't got a ton of minutes, but been efficient when he's been in there. Seeing a lot of green trickle in from Highway 280, Mountain Brook Spartans. Headed up I-22. Mountain Brook don't come up I-22 a whole lot now. So it's good to see them coming our way, play some ball.
First free throw off the mark. Mulder will have one more.
Oh my, you can't, you just can't, you just can't, you just can't, and then you're smiling about it? Wow, that's tough.
Put back by Tervel Anderson, extends the lead back to 10.
All right, let me tell you the quickest way to not get minutes. Come in the game and give up a free throw block out for a bucket at this point of the game, and then come down and shoot a wild, and then laugh about it on the way back, and then shoot a wild shot. That's not it, man, at this time of the game. Point of reference. So right here, Ojukwu going to the line. I mean, but it's a body language thing, man. I mean, you know, you can't make consecutive game losing plays in a row, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. First shot off the mark. So here comes Jones, and he's going to send Dalen Upshaw back to the bench.
Look, and I'm speaking from experience, so don't think that, hey, man, I'm telling you, free throw blockouts, no, not really give up any of those because I was never down there. But yeah, it's one of those points of emphasis, man. If you do make a bad play, man, you cannot show body language that shows that you're not happy. You're just like, oh, I'm better than that, but might be taken the wrong way.
Lead back up to 11. And we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, I got him on the head. There's a foul. Good block. Hey, we're truth tellers over here now, by the way, Tim Coleman. I know you like that truth telling.
Yes, sir.
We try to tell the truth. This guy's had a good game today. That's some truth. Jonah Jones, he's close to a double-double, some dynamic dunks.
First shot up and good. Upshaw coming back in for Bryce Dawson.
And bring him back in, talk to him a little bit. You're still going offense, defense, but see, that's good coaching, man. Bring the guy out, talk to him a minute, say, hey, man, we're trying to play a game here, And 12 will do that, man. Coach Burkett's players have always, really bought into what he said, But Dalen Upshaw, if we're going to give up free throw blockouts, we can't get on the all-hair team.
Second free throw up and good. The lead is now 9. 2:14 to go. Bounce pass to Casey Williams. He slams it home for 2.
That's your exclamation point there. Casey Williams has been a star of stars on the interior today, and Pinnacle alert going up high to get that finish.
A little too close there on that bounce pass, and it goes off of Tajor Cooper's hands out of bounds. Norcross with the ball already across half court. And Boulder wants to bring it back out.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Norcross be very patient here, very disciplined. Coach McMillan's team, it doesn't seem like a team to me that doesn't understand time and score, especially with a guy like Ojukwu in the game. The way everybody's talking, everybody's probably scared to go make a bad play like that. Ojukwu will probably get on to him. But, those are the ones we're talking about. You just can't have those type turnovers. But look at the hustle coming back, man. Great play. Alex Pace. Like that. I like that hustle. He's handing the ball in and got a basket.
Everybody was standing around. I think they were thinking there was a sub. Clock's running.
The old quick pitch.
Yep. 9-point game, 1:11 to go. Mulder traveled. He traveled on the catch. And so Central will get the ball on the side, trailing by 9 with 1:09 to go. Bryce Dawson checking back in for offense. Upshaw back to the bench. Sideline out of bounds. Here we go. Hill catches it. Back to Willie Townsend. 3 shot is no good. Casey Williams with a rebound, and he's fouled. He'll go to the other end. Not shoot a 1-and-1. It's you too.
Don't you get me started, preacher. Hey, folks out there, y'all see what these preachers do? That's exactly what they do. They sit there and stay up. Uh-huh. Yep. There he is.
See, I just messed with your joy and your peace. Your joy and your peace.
Good. Oh, me. But I'm sorry I don't like it, y'all. You know, I'll be the first to tell you, you won't hear me say I was really good at a whole lot, but when it came to free throw shooting, that's something I didn't. The 1-and-1s never scared me, but I think that dynamic of scaring a guy into shooting a free throw makes him short-arm it worse if he knows he's not getting a second. But you live, you adjust. Hey, it was a guy that I think in those red letters somewhere said something like it wasn't going to be easy all the time, but he also said he wasn't going to put more on you than you can handle, maybe.
Yeah.
So I can handle the rule change.
Well, I'll tell you, I've had a few 1-and-1s I couldn't handle.
Oh, man.
53 seconds to go. The lead is 11. Norcross with the steal.
Probably was an and one there. Didn't really have to go attack, but
that should do it. 72-59, 32 seconds. The score was 59-55, and now the lead is 13.
Same way they lost last year, the state championship game, except it ballooned to 18 or 20 against Hoover. Central just not enough offense and not enough finishing prowess to sustain the level that Norcross played with. And these guys have come over here from Atlanta and gotten them a win, and they wanted that first one. You could see Coach McMillan, man, he's excited about this.
And the clock will tick away.
Uh-oh, Sadiq White
to 0.
George Brooks sighting.
So the final, Norcross 74, Central 59. The game ends on a 15-4 run.
I'm going to run over here and get a couple of players, and we'll be right back. Coach McMillan's team comes from Atlanta. Gets the win. It's 4-3 in this challenge.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Sylacauga, we are your hometown dealer. 3 locations, Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Avoid big city prices, shop local, and save with 0% financing. 0%. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. We even offer mobile service, or we can pick up and deliver. No charge, lower prices, better service. We are your hometown dealer. Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan, right here in Sylacauga.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Amanda brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Walker County is unique. So are Haleyville, Winfield, and Vernon. Things are just different here. We make our living from the land, and it's also where we make our memories. If anyone can understand this, Cannon can. Carl Cannon Chevrolet provides trucks and SUVs to West Alabama, from West Jefferson all the way to Sulligent. No dealer knows you better. And all you need to know about us is whatever your need, Cannon can.
We are back live here for the last battle of the night, marquee matchup. The teams in green, Myers Park, North Carolina, Sadiq White, Mountain Brook, Ty Davis. And I'm Bart Heights, joined now by one of the guys who's responsible for us being here, man. Thanks so much, Kurt Ballard, for letting us be here. Carl Cannon sponsorship. Obviously, it's Carl Cannon Gymnasium, the scoreboard, the tournament, and then also Heights Hoops and WOTM. How big is this for the community of Jasper?
Oh, it's absolutely huge. What Coach Burns has put together here is absolutely incredible. We just appreciate you guys letting us be a part of it.
Well, man, Carl Cannon's a mainstay, and I want to go back way back. How long has the dealership been out on 22 now?
Almost 15 years.
All right. I remember when it was on 78. How big was that move? I know it's always been the mainstay here, but was that move not huge to, like, grow the footprint maybe regionally?
It was. Our timing was awful. We moved out there in the middle of the Great Recession. So
08, right?
We had a really tough time for a few years, but it's all paid off. We couldn't be happier.
All right, so we were talking to Greg Williams earlier, and he's obviously one of the superstars for you. He was telling us about what's going on in the holiday season. Why should folks come out? Even if they're not in the market, you need to know you could be in the market and not know it, right?
That's right.
And explain that a little bit to us about the holidays.
Well, everybody knows December is the best time of year to buy cars. So we've got inventory. Been 4 years since we've had real inventory. We've got plenty of cars to choose from. We've gotten anywhere from 12 to 13 grand off full-size trucks. So inventory's fantastic. We're dealing. So
I'm going to give a personal testimony, if that's okay.
Wish
when I was
you
out
would.
there the other day. So I'm out there, and I'm a truck guy. I had a truck. My second marriage, I got divorced. I'm getting into this because, man, that truck was a lot nicer than that wedding party we had, bro, and I know that happens a lot. But Greg Williams was out the other day, and I've got a car that's got it's got almost a little over 100,000 miles on it. He was honest with me. He said, right now's not the time, man. You need to wait. You need to wait a little bit. You may not like hearing that, but he said the value will be better for you. And I just like honesty. I like when people, they're real with me. That's who I want to do business with. That's why I'm coming to Carl Cannon. I'm going to come get me a truck at some point when the time is right. That's a big part of y'all's business, is treating people right, I know.
it's a massive part of our business. Transparency is what Mr. Cannon started 50 years ago, and we're still a family-owned store, owned by the same family for over 60 years. And in a small town like Jasper, reputation's everything. So that's the only way we know to do business, and that's what we'll be doing as long as Mr. Cannon's name's on the store.
Well, when all these other people and dealerships, when they can't,
Cannon can.
That's what I thought, and that's what I heard. Thank you, my friend, for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much.
We wouldn't be
Appreciate
here
it, Bart.
without you. We'll be right back with my guy, Toby Ojukwu.
Walker